What's going on, guys? Alex here with another Market Watch video. How you guys doing? You guys doing well? I got some exciting news for you guys. Are you guys ready for the 2020 Megatins of Lost Memories? Are you guys ready for this? Did you guys know? Well, Konami right now, it's about an hour away. Probably like 30 minutes when you see this video. They're gonna do a premiere of the brand new cards in the Megatin. Very excited for it. I think this is something we needed to see. And today on our Wednesday, it's very good. And at 3, it's a pretty good time that they picked as well. So I have the link for Konami down there for you guys to go watch it if you're watching this video by around that time. If not, then go ahead. So what cards are we gonna see in here? We already know Dragoon. That's one of them. It's scary, you know. We're gonna see Dragoon. It's gonna be a Dragoon form in a minute. I'm personally calling it Red Eyes. Red Eyes Black Dragon. I think it's gonna be included here. I think it's gonna have tornado art, or it's gonna be a nice little upgrade foil for it. I think it's just naturally that this is gonna be here since the theme is Lost of Memories. Same thing with Dark Magician. I think they're gonna include a Dark Magician here with a new prismatic foiling, blah 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 blah. I think it's just naturally these cards make sense to be in the promotional card, but they do say brand new cards, so it might not be there. It might just be brand new cards. It might not even include stuff like this, so it's just something that I think they could be there. So let's look at last year's Megatins promos. Dark Ruin No More with a market price of $10 right now. This was a meta breaking card. It still is to this day. Am I expecting something like this to be in the Megatins? I'm not expecting something like that. We just got droplets, so it wouldn't make any sense for Konami to have another spell or trap that negates monster effects at once. So I don't see a card like Dark Ruler or Forbidden Droplets being made for the Megatins, at least in my opinion. Same thing with Nibiru. Nibiru with a market price of $16, $17, quickly rising. Eventually I hit $20. Watch this. Eventually Nibiru's gonna hit $20. I don't see them making another card like Nibiru. Excuse me. Like Nibiru. Just because I don't see Konami repeating themselves in the Megatins. I think it's gonna be maybe something in between the lines of destroys. This one is if you special one for 5 or more monsters. I think the next card might be if your opponent controls, you know, like a Lava Golem effect, just tribute 2 monsters, summon this for free instead of Lava Golem, that it does not take your normal summon or so. Or it's going to be another like Sphere Mode type of card, blah, 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 blah. Could be something like that between those lines. So what brand new cards they could have here? They could have an, I'm looking at the past. I'm not really looking at brand new cards as much as I should, but I think it's going to be a combination of brand new cards and reprints in the promotional stuff. I think Pot of Triumph is a good candidate to be in there. Just the fact that Pot of Desires back in 2016-17, I believe, it got reprinted as a Megatin promo, although it wasn't any premier brand new cards. It's something that Konami could throw in there if the premier cards or brand new cards are not that good or they're not very appealing. For example, they could have, let's say, 4 brand new cards and have like 4 reprints within those being Dragoon, which we already know. It could be Extravagance, just something that could also sell the set as all. Because if the cards are not Dark Ruler level or not Nibiru level, then the promos are not that good in value overall, and it's not going to be a selling point. I mean, don't get me wrong, they include Savage in here, which I'm calling right now. Savage is not going to be in the Megatins. I'm calling that right now. That's my ball move. Savage is not going to be in the Megatins. Then there's really not a point of buying this, because, you know, singles are going to be your best bet. I always support my local GameStop, Vibranium Comics. Shout outs to them. And yeah, but if the promos are not as good as this guy's last year, then I think they would include Pot of Extravagance, since they already got a reprint. They already made kind of their money back in Tomb Chaos. They already got the collector's rare. It would make sense for them to include a draw power or an extra deck, since they haven't really reprint Extravagance like that. Something that to consider as well. Alright, let's get started with the real Market Watch. Eldritch, the Golden Lord, Market price, we're looking at 133. It's coming down to 130, 126 to 130. People are gonna get rid of this. People are tired of Eldritch. People don't want to play with Eldritch anymore. I think people are moving on to the um, Dogmatica builds with the Invoke, which, don't get me wrong, it's a good build. And being Eldritch, I think it's just being a little power craft thanks to Dogmatica. Don't get me, still a very, very strong deck in the format. I just see more people appealing to Dogmatica than Golden Lord. So if you have yours, are you holding yours? Are you selling yours? Come on, what are you doing? Emancipator Researcher was $50, $60 at one point. Right now you're looking down 45, right? Because ban list fears, of course. Do I think rocks are going to get hit in this ban list? If they hit rocks, they have to hit every deck. They have to put every deck in check. You can't just ban block and leave Golden Lord be, quote, quote, the best deck in the format. You have to kind of slap on the wrist every deck if you're going to address one deck. I could be completely wrong. I personally don't think they're going to hit anything. I think they're just going to release a couple cards because it doesn't make any sense for them unless they take remote duels into consideration now and start seeing what's really going on with that. But as in right now, if you have, what are you doing with your researchers? If you're playing at Emancipators, I'm keeping mine. I got researchers day one. I'm gonna go with it, and I have plans if block goes away. So if block goes away, I have a deck profile for you guys that's gonna come out later and later. Remember, if you're this far in the video, remember, like, comment, subscribe. I'm doing a giveaway. By the way, I should have included it at the beginning of the video, but I just want to talk to the Megatin promos, honestly. I'm doing a giveaway for my 50 plus subscribers. I'm doing two giveaways. I'm doing a random giveaway, and as in right now, I'm doing two giveaways. That could change. I was between 1 and 2, but we're doing 2. It's gonna be either a Sacred Beast structure deck, Dino structure deck, unlimited, or it's gonna be mechanized madness structure deck. So I'll have the link down in the description. You can go watch that little market watch if you guys want to participate. You have to like, comment, subscribe that video, and tell me which structure would you like to win. That's all you need to do, and make sure you switch your notifications for so I can see you're subscribed to my channel, and wish you all best luck. I'll have that probably in the next 2-3 days. I'll do a live stream, so make sure you're watching for that. Back to the market watch. Oh, I guess not. I guess I don't have anything here. Just know they're hiring. I don't know what was here. Oh, Inferno Knights. I don't know why that tab was open. I guess I was looking at something else. I don't remember what it was. Inferno Knights. A lot of people are saying this is top tier. I don't consider them being top tier right now. I haven't played against it. I haven't really followed the meta online. I really don't. I kind of just follow what my area plays and what people like. First time I see this in action will be tonight, so I'll get my concrete points of and ideas of the Inferno Knights. But if you're looking at it, you're looking at Renard, you're looking at $31. I mean, it creeped up. Why? Because the cards are here, people want to play with it, and the Inferno Knights, people like the Inferno Knights, especially the synchro version. They're really crazy for that. Roland being a one-off, I believe, it's of $3. This is a cheap. I mean, overall, the whole deck is cheap. You only need the 3 and then your extra deck. I mean, not too different. So I see this Renard going higher and higher. If it starts seeing a lot of success in the remote duels or gameplay wise, or starts popping here and there, then I can see this card being $50, honestly. 2K is an all set now, and we are getting an unlimited wave, so we have to wait for that, see what really happens. So I wouldn't be too hype on the Inferno Knights in Toon Chaos as in right now. Another something that's really creeping up is Valkyries. Valkyries Brunhild, I'm gonna kill that. You're looking at roughly like $10, I believe. Yeah, you look at $8.50, and then quickly goes $10. Only 4 pages left, so you have to watch out for this if you're thinking of picking up Valkyries anytime soon. This card used to be $5 for the longest, and now it's creeping up to double its price. Rise of Valkyries was always a card that was $10, just being really short printed. This other Valkyrie, the level 1, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, you can pick it up at $2 now, but it's going to get a reprint, hopefully, in the Megatins that we're speaking of. But $2 is not bad for a secret rare. I don't think they really play this, but it's something nice if you want to have. I mean, it has potential to go up. And then besides that, all the Valkyries, like this Neostorm is going to get reprinted. You have a Valkyries in Toon Chaos, but it's not really that good. And then there you go. All this should get reprinted. And then your Shadows of Valhalla versions are just cheap, cheap, cheap. Something I will consider, and you guys should consider too, is Mischief of the Time God as being a $4 or $5 card right now. I think it's dirt cheap. I think it's incredible. Have you read this card? If you don't know what this card does, neither player can activate cards or effect in response to this card's activation. Well, that's already good enough, ain't it? It's a goddess. I hope you can't respond. Cannot be activated as a chain link 2 or higher, so it has to be chain link 1. So you can't do degenerate plays with it, so it has this check already. At the end of your battle phase, if all monsters you control are Valkyrie monsters, minimum 1, you have to have minimum 1, and they all have to be. So you can't have a Borrelsaur and a Valkyrie. You have to have all of them being Valkyries. Kind of stop the degeneracy of this again. Send this card to the graveyard. Also, immediately after this effect resolves, skipped to the start of the battle phase of your next turn. So you're skipping your opponent's turn, and you're going back to your battle phase. And if you do, you cannot activate it again until the end of that turn. So it has nice little checks. This is an OTK machine. You put, let's say, 4 Valkyries up there with high enough attack. You're gonna OTK. Like, if you can get Valkyries that can do over 4,000 damage in that battle phase, okay, cool. Mischief, next. It's a nice little tech. It's nice in Valkyries. Now, if Valkyries win the whole thing of the voting and stuff, it's a card that's going to get abused eventually with Valkyries. I personally think it's going to get abused with Valkyries. And for being $5, I think it's a good pickup. And I personally am picking this up right now. I think this has high potential. This card used to be high as $15 to $20 when it first was released. I skip your opponent's OTK. It has some flaws, don't get me wrong, but I think being stuck in Shadows and Valhalla over the time, this card's gonna go up. That's all I got for Market Watch today, guys. A little longer than anything. Stay tuned. I have the links down in the description for you guys to go watch this. It's gonna start at any time now when you're watching this video. And remember, go back and have a link for my last video, so you guys can go comment, subscribe, like, and everything. Tell me which structure would you guys like to win, and I'm gonna do the giveaway for my 50+ subscribers. And hopefully for the new subscribers, hopefully y'all stay subscribed, because I'm gonna have something every time that we hit a mark. I think the next mark we're gonna do probably 100 subscribers, and then go on from there. You know what I mean? So stay tuned. Tell me what you guys liked, and I have gameplay videos for you guys as well. You guys stay safe.